Hi everyone, so today I have this bubble mailer that should contain 2 albums I ordered through a group order. I will put the Twitter handle of the person that I ordered from in the description below. And these should be my MyMusicTaste pre-order copies of ONEUS's newest mini-album, Binary Code. And I chose to order these through a group order this time, rather than directly purchasing the albums from MyMusicTaste myself, like I did with ONEUS's previous 2 comebacks. Number one, it worked out to be cheaper, and a lot of groups that I like are having comebacks in the near future. So I was trying to budget a little bit better, so I went with the more cost-effective option. And secondly, so I could have my inclusions sorted instead of just getting whatever they randomly give you when you buy it, because I hope that would give me a slightly better chance at getting the pulls that I want. I did also end up pre-ordering the albums myself from K-Town For You because they were offering exclusive Photocards this time, but I ordered that with Taemin's mini-album, which was being released after the ONEUS mini-albums, so it's taking a little bit longer to get to me, but I should hopefully have that one up soon as well. But today we're going to be doing the full unboxing, and next time I'll just do a photocard reveal when that package comes in. So the albums themselves are nicely wrapped in bubble wrap, and it looks like we have most likely a note from the seller in there as well. And I also received 2 folded posters, which, I'm gonna be honest, I don't 100% remember if that was on the group order form, if that was an option. I don't remember choosing them, so it might have just been a bonus inclusion. But ONEUS do this thing where they have a whole bunch of different random poster options that are like way more than the versions of the album they have. So I'm going to show you the 2 that I got as best as I can with my filming setup. So this is the first one. I really like these gold outfits a lot, so I'm happy to have that one. It's very cute. And then this other one, which has more of the, I guess, main concept outfits for this album. And as you can see from those, Dongju does still have his long hair for this comeback, which I was very excited about because I know he really seemed to like the long hair. And yes, there is indeed a thank you card, so I'm just going to show you that real quick. And that is the seller's at. Very sweet. But the albums themselves did get a little bit of structural damage at the corners, but knowing that these came from MyMusicTaste, I'm pretty sure that is their doing, because yeah, they don't protect their albums very securely, so they probably arrived to the seller like that, so I'm not bothered by it, especially since I do have more copies of this album coming in. But these are the 2 versions, and we have the 0 version and the 1 version to go along with the binary code concept, and they are absolutely gorgeous in person. This one is not really holographic, but it is shiny and silver and very gorgeous, and then this one is this beautiful shiny hollow color. And it is their 5th mini album, and one thing that I really like about ONEUS is how consistent most of their album packaging is. From the previews we got of this, it looked like it might be slightly different packaging, because the album preview we got actually showed the back covers for the album instead of the front cover, so it looked like they were abandoning the logo covers that they've had for every other album. Of course, when the albums came out, it turned out that wasn't the case. And they are once again this kind of rectangular block size, much the same as literally every other Korean album they've had, except In Its Time. I guess it's a single album. But these are the back covers, which are what we got the preview of. And as we can see, it is a shorter mini album with only 5 songs, but there's no intro or outro, and every single song is very, very good. I have to admit that when the teasers were coming out for this album, I wasn't really that excited about this comeback. I will be honest, part of it was because I am a weave as well as the 2 Moon, and I was getting very frustrated with RBW taking so long to let One Way have a comeback. and that they were giving ONEUS another one instead. And I knew that was not ONEUS's fault at all. I obviously placed no blame on them. It all goes to the company. It just felt like them not making very effective use of their time. That I mind much less now that it's been all but confirmed that ONEUS will be having a comeback in June. But the other reason is that the concept just didn't excite me as much as the concepts for Lived and Devil did. Both of those were a darker direction for the group with rock-influenced title tracks, which I really, really enjoyed. The teasers for this album made it very clear that it would be a retro concept, which is usually hit or miss for me. I'm usually not a huge fan of those kind of concepts. I don't know if it's because my expectations were not that high. I knew it would still be good, but I just wasn't expecting it to be up my alley as much as something like No Diggity or To Be or Not To Be, for example. But of course, when the album came out and I listened to it, I was absolutely expectations blown out of the water by how good it was. I really genuinely do enjoy every single song. And I'll be honest, even though I liked every song on their full album Devil, I don't find myself going back and listening to it as much as I did Lived. Lived still remains my favorite mini-album by them. I don't know if they're ever going to top that. I just have such very strong feelings for that album in particular. But this one would probably be my second favorite now. Let me go through the track listing now finally. We have the title track, Black Mirror, which is the retro kind of funk-inspired song. Then we have Connect With Us, which is actually a full extended version of the outro from the Devil album. The outro on that album was called Outro Connect With Us. And it was actually one of my favorite songs on the album, but it's only like maybe a minute and a half long and only 2 members are on the track. So I remember being like really bummed out, like, man, this is so good, why isn't this the full song? And then this mini album comes out and they give us the full song. And sometimes when they do that, something gets lost in translation and the full song doesn't end up being as good. But with Connect With Us, I really, really like the full thing as well. So that was very good that lived up to the hype for me. Then we have Polarity and Happy Birthday, which, again, the song's called Happy Birthday. I don't know why. I always expect them to be, like, slower, more sentimental. And I guess those expectations come from the BAP song that was called that. But ONEUS is very much not that. It's very groovy, sultry. It's a very fun song. I really, really like that one. It's actually probably my favorite track on the mini album. Which, again, is funny because that was the one I had the, I guess, lowest expectations for, and it ended up being my favorite. And then we finally got a studio version of the rock version of Valkyrie, which ONEUS had previously premiered at their online concert last year and have performed at a couple other events since. And Valkyrie is one of my favorite ONEUS title tracks, so having a rock version is super exciting to me because, again, I really, really love rock-influenced songs. And the guitar on it was also done by Kanghyun of ONEUS, which is super exciting because obviously ONEUS are one of my old groups and I really, really like his guitar style, so it's awesome to see that here on this ONEUS album. And yeah, judging by these back covers, I feel like the Zero version is going to be more of the black and white style outfits, whereas one will be more colorful. I'll look at the spines of both of these real quick. Oh yeah, those spines are like gonna look so gorgeous on a shelf with the silver and the hollow. Really gorgeously designed albums. So I'm gonna look at the one version first. And I imagine all the photo cards are just safely tucked in here. So let's see. Oh, it has a magnet closure. That's fun. Yeah, I think it's really neat how they've consistently had the same size packaging, but yet always made it a little bit different with exactly how it opens. But I vastly prefer this book-style box with the magnet closure to the straight-up box style that they had for Lived and Devil. Okay, so let's see what all we have in here. First thing is our photo book, which looks pretty thick, which is exciting to me. And then this is a lyrics poster, perhaps? It is indeed. You can tell I didn't really look at the album specs very much because I did not know the lyrics were in poster form this time. So let me try and give you a look at that. Got the poster side of it here, which is this Michael Jackson inspired image from the music video. That is fun though. It's got like the mirror image of that at the bottom. That's very cool. And then the lyrics, take you through those one by one. Got Black Mirror, Connect With Us, Polarity, Happy Birthday, and Valkyrie Rock version. That's such a gorgeous picture. I love the room with all the colors. I imagine then that the photo cards will be inside the booklet. This feels like so many less inclusions after Lived and Devil. I feel like those had so many other things in the box. The CD is so plain. It's literally just completely blank except for some like credit information around the ring there and then just the 0. Like it doesn't even say ONEUS or anything like that. That's so extremely minimal, but it like works really well for this concept, I feel like. And again, I will make the gripe that I always make about box packaging, is that the actual part that has stuff in it is so shallow. This box literally could have been half the size. But I mind it with ONEUS less because I know it helps them stick to that consistent sizing, which I was just praising. Because there are some of their albums that are the size that are like completely full of the different goodies. So I can't be too mad about it because I know if they made it thinner, it would break the consistent sizing that I like so much. But still, I'm not a big fan of albums wasting space like that. Alright, but since it looks like there is not a whole lot else in this packaging besides the booklet, let's go ahead and take a look at that. And for once, I'm actually not going to take my photo cards out. I'm just going to look at them as they come up. And this should have, I think, 3 cards in total. I believe they kept it with just one normal album photo card. I hate that when ONEUS do multiple versions of an album, they give you 1 card in each album instead of 2. That bothers me. I like it when they do 2 per album. It should have a larger card as well, and then the MyMusicTaste exclusive. So that is what the front looks like. Again, very minimal. Spine, we just have the 0, and that is the back. I think it's meant to look like a mirror surface, so that's kind of fun. And inside it says binary code, code number 0. And again, we are starting off with these black and white outfits. I'm curious if we'll have any other costume changes in here. We've got Hwanung and Gunny, Raven and Lido, and Soho and Xian, or Dongju, because I almost never call him by his stage name. I'm so bad about that. And my biases in ONEUS are Dongju and Gunny, so I'm hoping to get some of their cards today. He is so pretty. The long hair really suits him so well. I also like that they let Raven's hair grow out a bit more for this comeback. I feel like the shaggier hair really suits him very well as well. They really didn't do anything super drastic with their styling this album compared to the last one. But I don't mind that. Sometimes it's good to let their scalps rest for a bit. Okay, so we do get some of the colorful concept in here as well. So not expecting that. Yeah, these outfits are so good. I don't know why. I'm just always a sucker for good gold outfits. Oh! Exciting news. We have a Dongju photo card. And this is the album version. So that's wonderful. Got this nice little handwritten message. Very cute. We'll set that to the side. I'm a little afraid, honestly, seeing that we have the gold outfits in here, that there might be some repeated images again. Because I know they did that for the Devil albums, and I was not happy about it. That's a pet peeve of mine, when groups do multiple versions and just repeat images. Because I'm like, then you didn't need to do 2 versions. One of the things I love about these goal outfits is that everybody else is like in these nice looking suits, and then you have Dongju in this like off the rack goldish sweater. It just looks so cute. It suits him so well. I guess ONEUS just in a t-shirt, but still he's got like the pants that kind of go with Raven's suit. Binary code. Another outfit change. We've got the red outfits this time. Not my favorite set of outfits for this. I mean, the outfits themselves are good, but the styling really reminds me of the red outfits from Devil. And that might be an intentional callback, but that, to me, feels like a little bit too similar styling to have that 2 albums in a row. They look good, though, of course. They always do. That's a fun picture, with them, like, in the mirrors reflecting each other. Oh, card number 2. So this is the MyMusicTaste one, and I got Gunny. And those are in the red outfits, it looks like. Yeah, these are really cool, with like them standing with their mirror images. I don't know how exactly they accomplished this, but that's really fun, I feel like. Oh, and that's cool. That's really cool. It's got some of the lyrics from the beginning of Black Mirror, and that's actually one of Dongju's lines. So that's really cool that that's on his page. Oh, that is gorgeous. Just a full page close up. Love that. That is cool. Sometimes I like random aesthetic shots like that, when they're used sparingly. Yeah, Raven's hair looks so good when they let it get long and a little bit wavy like that. It's so pretty. Like I said, I do like these outfits. They just feel very similar to Devil. Whereas everything else in this album feels like something new and different. But yeah, I love these mirror image photos. That's super fun to me. I do honestly feel like, judging by the photo shoot and the music video, that this was a little bit more of a budget release compared to their previous comebacks, but I feel like it still turned out pretty well. Like I said, the songs are all really good, and I feel like at the end of the day, that's the most important thing. Okay, that is trippy. Yeah, that one, they pretty clearly just, like, duplicated the shot, but wow, the end result is very trippy looking. We have our big card for this version, and the way they did these this time, I'm not a huge fan of. It's like only half of their face, and to get like the full photo, you have to have the card from each version of the album. But the way that I display these cards in my binder, there's gonna be like a thick line separating them, and I don't think I'm gonna like the way that looks. But the back of it's really cool looking. I like the blue and the pink. Those are my favorite colors. I did get Dongju's for that as well. So let's see. Got another outfit change here. I love that with all the rainbow scribbles in the background. That is so fun. Again, the set feels like it's on the simpler side, but I really like the way it turned out. Yeah, all the blue and the pink details here, I really like those. Oh, that's really fun how they juxtapose that with the brighter colors and then the black and white. What is that face, Wanu? Also, very interesting, the, like, violet contacts they put on Dongju. That's really pretty. I'm not always a huge fan of colored contacts, but sometimes when it's like a fun fantasy color like that, they can be really cool. We have our credits, and that is the end of the 0 version. Next up, let's take a look at the 1 version. Oh, already I love the way this photo book looks. I love the rainbow colors there. That's so pretty. I mean, the lyrics poster is different. I wasn't sure if it would be. Interestingly, this CD is very blank as well, which again, honestly makes me wonder if this wasn't a more budget comeback. But oh, I like this lyrics poster quite a bit. And it does look like we are going to have different concepts in here. I didn't realize there was one that was missing from that photo book. Again, kind of the same basic idea with the track list at the top reflected at the bottom, but this is the photo for this one. And I honestly forgot all about these outfits with like the holographic pants. So I'm sure we'll be seeing more of that in this photo book. And for the lyrics, again, I love how colorful this is. This makes me really excited to look through this booklet. But I do think we are going to have some repeat concepts at least. Hopefully no repeat pictures. But we shall find out together. That is what the spine looks like with the 1 on it. Binary code, code number 1. So let me actually get out my other photo book so we can compare. So I will say they do start off with the exact same image, which I am disappointed by. Let's see. Yeah, looks like this section is all repeats. RBW, you frustrate me. You frustrate me to no end. I bet you this whole section is going to be repeats. Let's see, how far into the booklet does this go? We have our photo card, and I did get Dongju's once again, which is wonderful. So both of his album cards are knocked off my list. I love the rainbow background. That's so pretty. Not sure what happened with the coloring there. I'm going to have to look up online and see if it's just an overexposed photo, or if there was something like off about the print on this card in particular. Yeah, so the first section... Oh god, these are repeats too. RBW. Because I was complaining about Devil having repeated pictures, but it was just like one section of just a few pictures. This is a lot of repeats. This is like half the booklet, because this is 2 out of 4 concepts. That bothers me. Like, you very well could have made this booklet a few pages shorter and had, like, this concept in this version and this one in the other version. And then it wouldn't have been repeats. I feel like I complain a lot about this every time it happens, but that's because it is one of my biggest pet peeves about K-pop album photo books, is when they repeat pictures in different versions. Because if you're going to do that, you don't need to have different versions, I'm sorry. But it looks like from this point out, hopefully it'll be different, because it says binary code 01. Okay, yes, thankfully, this is where the different concepts come in. Yeah, because I didn't even realize we didn't have these in the other photo book either. So, yeah, that is a bummer, only because I feel like it would have been a really easy fix. Just make the photo book thinner and put one of those concepts in this version and one in the other one, and you wouldn't have had to repeat anything. The fact that they've done this for 2 albums in a row now concerns me, because I really don't like when groups do that. Okay, that's weird. That's a repeated image in the same photo book. Strange choice. I love the holographic streaks in Raven's hair, though. That's super pretty. Okay, I guess it's a conceptual thing. Like, I guess with it being mirror stuff. Weird choice, but at least I know it's not like a print error, because for a second I was concerned it was. Yeah, I see they keep layering the different photos over each other. That's... Oh, it's kind of... Oh, it's like computer glitchy. Okay. Now that I see what they're going for, that is kind of fun. Chaotic, but fun. Yeah, that's actually really cool how they were able to, like, recreate the computer glitchy aesthetic in a print photo book. I kind of give them props for that, now that I get that that's what they're going for. That's kind of cool. But I think... Yes, okay, so this is the MyMusicTaste exclusive. So I did get Dongju's as well, and they are not all in the red outfits. That's interesting. Gunny's was in the red outfit, but Dongju's is in the kind of silver suit with the hat. But that's wonderful. So I was able to get my biases for those. Means I don't have to worry about trading, which is such a relief. Since I did get these albums later than I normally do. I love the colored straights in Gunny's hair. That's fun. Again, the violet contacts are really pretty. They match his hair. They put purple dye in the ends of his hair. And the big card. Oh, I did get Dongju as well. So that's really wonderful. I have a full set of Dongju album inclusions now. Again, love, love, love the backs of those. Some more mirror image type pictures. And then a concept switch. Yeah, I really like the glitchy aesthetics they used here. That's really cool. I don't know why I didn't expect that to carry over to the photo book, but that's really fun. I gotta admit, I'm not a huge fan of this outfit, but I love the sweater. Like the rainbow sweater, that's really fun. Then our credits, and that is that. So that is it for today's unboxing. I hope you enjoyed. If you'd like to see more K-pop hauls or unboxings like this one, you can check out the other videos on my channel. And if you like what you see, please feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.